What is up? It's your boy Aing here, bringing to you as a brand new freaking video, man. So look, listen, today we're gonna be installing Diode Dynamics LED driving kit. It is the best modification I've done to this Toyota Tundra yet. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so in today's video, I'm gonna be installing the LED driving kit. I'm gonna show you how to install them, but I'm also gonna show you what comes inside of the box. Secondly, I wanna do a review. I wanna show you what these things are actually capable of. And after a year of ownership, I can still confidently say this is the best lighting modification I've done to my Toyota Tundra. There's a little bit of a crazy story around it, so stay tuned. You'll know why I say they're the best. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and knock out this install. I am so sorry to interrupt your video. I forgot to mention, I am now a Diode Dynamics ambassador, which is pretty dang sweet. So I've been working with Diode Dynamics for a very long time now, 2 years, and I'm now an ambassador, which is super, super sweet. What that means is, well, that I get a code. I get a code that is AING, and you get free shipping, which is pretty sweet. When I first got this kit, I got the white lenses, and then I decided to go with the amber lenses, and the lenses themselves were cheaper than shipping. So I wish I would have had my code at that time, but I didn't. Nonetheless, this is the first video I've ever made as a Diode Dynamics ambassador. I'll leave more information linked down below, but with that being said, let's continue the video. All right, cool. So we're gonna start off by opening up the hood. And then once we got the hood open, now we can see what we actually have to work with. So as far as removing anything, the only thing you have to remove is this grill. And to do so, it's not complicated at all. We got a plastic clip here, and there's an identical one on the other side. We have a few 10mm bolts right here, right here, and right here. So it's 4 total. And then that other clip that I was talking about earlier is right here. Then we take this guy out. This is if yours is a 2018 or newer. I believe that's when Toyota Safety Sense was introduced. So just take off this little cap. If you have it, you have to unclip this. If you don't, then don't worry about it. All right, so once you got this unclipped, now we can start working on these clips and screws. So to get these clips out, it's pretty simple. Just get a flathead up and underneath there, and then you can just pull that bad boy out of there. And then you just go ahead and do that for the other side. Now that we got the clips out of the way, now we can focus on doing the screws. All right, so it's only 4 screws that you need to remove. Once those are removed, now there's really nothing holding in this grill. So we got the clips out. We got this clip unclipped. We got the screws out. So now that the clips and the screws and that little harness are all unplugged, now we got to pull the grill out. I first start by lifting the grill up a little bit and getting it off of those. See there, like that. But once you have that done, this is where it gets fun. But pretty much what you want to do is just pull away. It's best to start on one side and then just move to the other side once you got it unclipped. It's not too bad, mate, I promise you. It's not bad at all. Don't do that also. Once you have the grill removed, it should already be installed. Sorry about that. I installed them, and then what happened was I left my SD card somewhere where my dog could reach. I didn't know they were this curious. It was my first dog, and my dog bit my SD card. Never thought I would say that in my life, but that's what happened. Nonetheless, it's a really easy install. I'll go through what actually needs to be done. I'll show you where to run the wires, and we'll take it from there. Before I go over the installation, I just want to show you guys what all comes in the kit. So you do get 2 light bars. So you get this light bar right here, and then you get this second one right over here. Also included are these mounting brackets. This one right here. This one is one big piece right here. It's like a V. And then you get another one right over here. You also get the screws and the washers for either side on both. So on that side and that side. And then you get the wiring. So the wiring is back here. Now that we know what comes inside of the box, now let's actually see how to install this. You have a few bolts that you have to undo. 1, 2, and 3. And these are all OEM. They're all from the factory. Like this comes on your Toyota Tundra. All you do is you remove it, put this bracket in first, tighten it down a little bit, don't tighten it too crazy. Then remove this one, put this bracket in here, tighten it down, not too tight because you're going to do a little bit of adjusting. And then you're going to want to go ahead and do this one as well. So put the brackets in first, and then once the brackets are in, now you can go ahead and line up the light bars just so that you can get the bolts in, you know, line everything up. Do not tighten anything too much because you're going to do some adjusting. You're going to grab your grill and you're going to put it back on. Toyota Tundras come with a bunch of different grills. Mine is the 1794 edition. So the only adjusting that you want to do is, you see where the grill like bars are? Mine needed to be lower. You see how you have like this little spot, this little place for adjustment? Maybe your grill needs you to put these light bars a little bit higher or a little bit lower. That's what worked out for me, just so that it can actually go through, because if not, it would be blocked by the grill itself. Once you're done with that, the light bars are installed. Now that you have everything mounted where you want it, now it's the easy part, the wiring. Diode Dynamics makes it super easy to wire it however you would like. Me personally, I have a switch panel. So I have all my wires running to that switch panel. So my wiring may be a little bit different than yours. Nonetheless, if you use what Diode Dynamics provides, you have a few options. You can get a switch panel. Diode Dynamics is releasing one here soon. Or you can run the button that they provide into the cabin. If you're going to use the button that Diode Dynamics provides, you are going to need to go through the firewall back there. It's really simple. I've already done it. I'll show you here. That grommet right there, that cable with the tape on it goes into the cabin and it comes out through there, right there. And then you can just mount the button anywhere here. Some people just have them dangling from here. It really depends on you. The installation is so simple. Thanks to Diode Dynamics, because they really think about everything before they give you the product. These mounting brackets just go on one way. You can't really mess it up. And then the adjustability, they already accounted for that. They give you a little bit of wiggle room, you know, make it higher, lower. And then even the brackets here itself, you can push it forward or backwards. I'll try to show you guys exactly what I did, just in case you have the same grill as mine. You can kind of use this as a reference point. Everything's identical pretty much. They're all as low as they can go, and this is as far back as it can go, as low as it can go, as low as it can go, and then this one is pushed closer, further. I don't know how to explain it. Before you button everything up, I recommend turning it on and turning it off. I have a ton of Diode Dynamics products. I've used so much of their gear and not once has anything failed me, but double check, make sure, because if you tighten everything up, well, then you're just gonna have to repeat the process of taking it off. So we're just gonna reverse the process and go ahead and install the grill back on. Clip 1. Clip 2. Quick side note, when you're putting these screws on, you don't have to tighten them too hard. There's plastic grommets holding them in, so just hand tight, and like not even hand tight, just enough for the grill not to move. Because if you tighten it for too long, well then real soon you'll find out that it's just going to keep spinning. Ask me how I know. Don't forget to clip the sensor back on. Pretty much it. I forgot one thing. Tundra cap. Slide this bad boy on and you're done. I'll show you guys here what I mean as far as my grill. You see how the light bar comes through right there? If I move it higher, then it would be hitting up here. Wouldn't work. So that height works for me. I could have even raised this one up a little bit more just so that it could come out perfectly. And then same thing on this side. But at least where I have it lined up right now, it is absolutely money. So I'm not going to mess with it. The installation of this kit should take maybe 30 minutes to an hour, at most an hour. It is so simple. Like I stated in the installation, it's because Diode Dynamics just thinks about everything before they give you a product. With that being said, earlier in the video, I talked about how these are the best. I have Diode Dynamics ditch lights. I have form lighting headlights. I have the light bars that we're talking about now. I have fog lights and I have a light bar. So what makes these the best out of everything else? Let me explain. Today is March 12th. Oh gosh, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Today is the 12th of March. and it's really nice and pretty out. But a couple months back, well, it wasn't the same. In January, February, we got a lot of snow here in Virginia, and well, one of those times that it snowed pretty bad, like really bad. And well, your boy had to go to work. Before I even get on the road, I was excited. Like I don't know why, but going out driving in the snow is exciting for me, especially having all these lights. I thought I was going to absolutely just destroy the winter snow. When I got out there, I realized really quick it was snowing way worse than I expected. First and foremost, my hood was completely covered in snow and ice, and I took off as much as I could, but driving, snow and ice accumulated on here, rendering these lights useless. Why? Because they're yellow and it was just blinding me. So it was just going backwards into my face. This light bar down here is white, and again, hitting the snow, hitting the ice was just like causing like a big blur of snow. We also have the Diode Dynamics fog lights. Now these are in amber, and those kind of were wide, like more of a wide area. They covered a lot of space, but they were wide. I don't know how, I don't know why. These worked so well. So well. I turned them on and I could drive again with confidence. Their logos, see further, go faster. Really, like you really could do that with these lights. Obviously, you're not gonna go a million miles an hour in the snow, but being able to see that extra 10 to 15 feet because of this light bar makes a world of difference. You know, if you live in a snowy area, coming up on a car in the snow, it happens like this. And just being able to see a little bit further with these light bars, dude, wow. Hands down, my favorite modification, because I had to drive an hour home and an hour to work. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit scared. But these light bars made me feel confident, made me like be able to see a little bit further. Obviously, I wasn't going fast, I wasn't driving crazy, but still, snow, heavy vehicle, not being able to see what's going on. It's a recipe for disaster. Having these light bars on and being able to see further, it just made it so much easier, made me more confident to get home safely. So other than a winter storm, when can you use these light bars? Out of everything that I have on my truck, like all the lights that I have on my truck, these I use most frequently, okay? Because this light bar, I use it when I'm, on a back road and it's really dark out. I use that light bar so I don't take out any more deer. My fog lights help me break up the road, help me see through fog. The ditch lights are more when, I'm like on a gravel road or I need to see out further. But these light bars, originally they were in addition to your high beams. So whenever you would turn on your high beams, these would turn on and it would just give you a little bit more oomph, if you will. But me personally, I got them in amber. You can get them in white and the covers are exchangeable. I actually got them in white originally and then I switched the covers to amber. The way that these are angled in my truck, they're kind of pointed a little bit lower, a little bit down. So they give you a lot of focus light, like directly ahead of you, making it easier to see. So when it's raining, when it's snowing, when there's fog, directly in front of you is kind of like the most important thing. Another reason I like to use these over, mostly anything else that I have on the truck is they're not too big. So, I'm driving, I'm going down a dark road and I have them on. If a car is coming, in the opposite direction or I'm coming up behind somebody, when I turn them off immediately, right? Like as fast as I can, but it's not as blinding, right? Versus this thing, I mean, if you look at it, you probably can't see for the next 3 seconds. Those as well. These ones, they're kind of facing downwards, so I'm not lighting into somebody's windshield or I'm not lighting up somebody's eyes. They're facing downwards and they allow me to see without blinding somebody else. If I was starting all the way over as far as installing lights on my truck, I would without a doubt go with these. And I would use them and see if I needed to add more. Me personally, I do like a bunch of different driving, so I like having all of the lights because, for certain situations, I may use my ditch lights and I may not use this one, or I may use my light bar and I may not use these. So it really depends. But if I was gonna start over and just get the most versatile, without a doubt, it would be the driving kit. As far as installation goes, these are hands down the easiest modification I've done. The easiest, like without a doubt. Not to say the other ones are difficult, but just, I'm surprised. Like even for today's video, I went and showed you guys how to do it since my dog, bit my SD card, but it took me like 15, 20 minutes to record that part of the video, which is crazy. So because of the ease of use and how many use cases it actually has, it's just a no-brainer. Alrighty, so let's talk a little bit more about the performance. So I know I was putting some clips up on the screen here and there just to show you guys what they look like and so that you didn't have to stare at my pretty face the entire time. Dude, these things are so good. Just driving around, turning them off, turning them on, you can really see how strong they are. you can see how dominant they are. The camera does do a little bit of, you know, some camera magic, as they say. So take this with a grain of salt. The light is way stronger in person than it is through camera. The camera is trying to not blind the viewer, so it kind of tones down the things a little bit, but dude, whoa, these lights are great. I'm not entirely sure what I was doing here in this shot, but I thought it would be kind of a good representation. This is from the driver's seat, and I am representing a deer. Thankfully, I didn't hit myself, because we know I have a record of doing so. But anyways, just to kind of show you the light path and shows you how easily it lights up, even though in my case, I have them, you know, facing a little bit lower, it still shows it lights up my entire body, which is absolutely crazy. I love these light bars, man. I cannot say it enough. Diode Dynamics every time is just the best. They just crush everything. So after a year of ownership, those are all my talking points. I'm super happy with the kit. Again, I am going to continue to use them, and I have been using them for about a year now, and I cannot say any more positive things about it without you thinking I'm annoying. I am a Diode Dynamics ambassador, so if you use the link down below with my code AING, pretty cool, huh? I get a kickback, but you do get free shipping, so pretty cool if you ask me. But the video's not over yet. I'm going to play some of the clips that I've gotten from using this light bar, just so you can really see it without my voice behind it, just so you can focus and see the actual, you know, capability of the light bars themselves. But with that being said, it's been your boy. I'm Audi like an Audi. I'll see you tomorrow. Cinco de Malo. Peace.